Right, hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another episode of Classic Mini Restoration with me, Mini Tom. So this episode is going to be putting on the outer sill on the passenger side. It's a Magnum panel. It's not a full cover sill. It's sort of a half cover sill. It does go sort of past the I don't know what you call them, the vents, but I have cut them out at the bottom of them to allow any air and any condensation to run out of them. So they're all cut out. It's on the car, it's clamped up, it's everything's sort of drilled and ready to go for welding. Running out of time a little bit, so I'm only going to film the welding part of it, and I'll just show you sort of obviously like the finished side of it. Probably not going to get all welded in, to be honest with you, because it's just going to be a really short video, this one. So an update on the neighbour situation. I've spoken to Leeds City Council, and this is a bit of advice to anyone sort of doing this sort of stuff out there. Bear in mind, obviously you've got neighbours and be conscientious, which I've tried to be. So I spoke to Leeds Council and they said that any sort of mechanical works or plant works, as they call it, anything that uses machinery, that has to stop after working hours. So Monday to Friday that's 8 while about 7, and then on a Saturday it's 9 while 6, and a Sunday it's 10 while 4. So it's currently 3:30 on a Sunday, so I'm getting close to going off. That's why obviously I haven't got much time. They're happy for me to work, up to about 11 o'clock, as long as I'm only using hand tools, no banging, no sort of really noisy stuff going on. But they're happy for that to happen, and they're also happy for me to work on other people's cars as well, as long as I'm not getting money for it, which I'm not doing anyway. As long as I'm not making a business, they're happy for me to do it. So working on my mother-in-law's car, that's the job coming up because I've got the brakes to do on it. So brakes will be getting done, that'll be a video. So they're happy with me to do all that sort of stuff. I explained to them it's once or twice a week that I'm out here. They said that's absolutely fine. If anyone tries to complain at that, then there's something severely wrong with them. They also said to me that if I wanted to make a complaint about the neighbours to the council, then I can do. But I said, it happened once, I'll keep doing what I'm doing, and if it happens again, then I'll make a formal report to them about obviously troublesome neighbours, because I'm in the right. And I'm going out my way to make sure that I am in the right. That's why I phoned the council up 3 times to actually get the legal stamp on it. So there it is, guys. So if you are doing work out in your garages and you've got neighbours, then just bear in mind that, like I say, any loud noises, it has to be sort of between 8 and 7. That is the cut-off point. That's like when you're working outside, drilling, digging into the floor. That is a cut-off point, 7 o'clock. Obviously, for emergency works, that's why they can go on a bit longer sometimes. But this isn't an emergency, so it is what it is. So if you are out there, ring your council up. I think it's antisocial behaviour team that normally deal with it. They were actually quite surprised because I'd rung them to say, look, am I making too much noise? They've not had that before. Normally they get someone saying, oh, so-and-so's making too much noise, and they're going to investigate it. They've not actually had somebody being proactive and ring them and find out at some point. So, and it is quite vague out there on the internet as well, in regards to sort of doing work in your garage and what have you. So if you are doing work, definitely ring your council up, find out what their standpoint is, because they're all a bit different. Find out what the standpoint is, and make sure that you're doing things within your rights, but as well being conscious that your neighbours are trying to enjoy themselves, and they have got the right to enjoy their space just like I've got the right to enjoy my space. So we've all got to get along. And yeah, that's about it with that front of it. So the videos aren't stopping, they never were going to anyway. The council have told me just crack on, do what you're doing, there's not wrong with what you're doing at all. Just bear in mind though that you can get what's called a noise obtainment order put on you. So if you are out here every single day doing the same stuff with grinding and banging metal together and what have you, then you can, that 8 to 7 sort of time, it can sort of intervene with that one. So if you're out here all the time doing stuff, they can sort of say, well, just hang on a minute, because yeah, you're doing it in the times that you can do it in, but it's excessive, and the noise obtainment can basically stop him doing it, or put a ban on you, or like a suspension on you, or something from doing it. So once or twice a week, my council told me that they've got no issues with that. I can keep doing that, which I'm not out here twice a week. Sometimes it's just once a week. But so yeah, ring your council up if you are doing this sort of work. If you've got neighbours that are giving you grief about making noise, ring your council up and be conscientious. And if you have got neighbours that are giving you grief, just try and obviously speak to them. Didn't really go down so well in my case, because I got pounced on. I've lived here 3.5 years and never had one complaint apart from the other day. But I like to people at the council, you know, they've been taking pictures of me. They're well within the right to take pictures of me. It's in a public space. I don't mind that. They can take pictures. Keep on taking them. I'm really not fussed, because all you're doing is you're proving that I'm doing things within my rights. So keep doing it. And I've also said to the council that I'll be documenting every little thing now and put it on YouTube. So obviously if names get mentioned, they'll be blanked out, and I'll be making people aware that obviously if they are on camera, then they are on camera before they start saying anything, because obviously it's, you know, you've got to, if you're doing videos, you've got to do that. But the pictures, I'm not fussed. They can keep taking them. You know, it is what it is. They can take pictures in a public space. As long as it's not malicious, then they can keep doing it. I've got no right to stop them. I don't really mind what's a picture. We're in a modern day world where everyone's got pictures about everything. So anyway, enough of me rabbiting on. Oh, one last thing. Josh Smith, go check him out. Young lad, just bought a suspension donut off him, and you know, I think he's painted his car actually, so go check him out. Give him a like and subscribe, and as well, please, if you like the video, give me a like and subscribe. Sorry again, it's going to be a short one tonight. I am literally about to just plug weld the outer sill on, probably on the top bit as well, because I'm running out of time. So I'll probably get that plug welded on, and next video, finishing off the outer sill, and maybe getting into the sort of cross member repair, or the rear seat bin repair, or I might even do a video on the colour tune that I'm looking at getting, and the service on the carburetor and getting it running right, or it might be a braking system overhaul on a Mark 7 Fiesta or 9 plate Fiesta. Yeah, lots of videos coming up, lots of exciting stuff, so like and subscribe and share, ring that bell, and stay tuned. Okay, so got it welded on partially. There's still a lot more welds to do, a lot more plug welding, but I've run out of time. I need to pack up. I've got to go to the shop yet before it shuts at 4, so God knows how I'm going to do that. It's going alright. Magnum panel's pretty decent, to be fair. It fits alright. It's a sill, but you know, it's not too hard to replicate, I suppose. Yeah, we're getting there. We're getting there. It's looking alright. I'll do more of a detailed video next time I do the welding. Just run out of time today. Sorry guys. Catch you next time.